Hey guys, welcome to this meal prep for this week. I wanted to make this chicken noodle soup because it's so good and the kids eat it and my family loves it, and I kind of was feeling a little under the weather, so it's just perfect timing to make the best chicken noodle soup. There's just a few little things you have to do to this soup that makes it really good. I'll show you kind of my hacks and I hope you try it out because it just adds so much flavor to the soup and it's even better overnight. You'll need some garlic cloves. This makes it super tasty and it's really good if you're feeling a little bit under the weather. Garlic is really great to have in your food. And then you'll just need some celery, carrots, and we're also going to be using a white onion, which I don't think I even showed in the clip, but it's because I always prep white onion because I cook with it so much. So I already had it in a container and I just added it to the pot. But even though I didn't show it, you definitely need the white onion and some carrots. I love to use a whole rotisserie and I use the dark meat and the white meat, and what I do is I use the skin and I put it in the pot, and if you use the skin and just render down that skin and oils and fat, you don't need olive oil, you don't need butter, you'll get so much liquid just from that. And then I also, that liquid you see in the pan is the juice that's at the bottom of the rotisserie bag. Use it up, it adds so much flavor. This is what makes it so good. As you can see now, look at all of that like fat I get. So that is what I saute the onion, celery, garlic, and carrots with, and it makes the world of difference and adds just so much flavor. So don't be grossed out by it. You just want to render it down, get as much fat and liquid out of that skin, and your veggies are going to taste so good. And then I use some seasoning. Of course, I use like this adobo all-purpose seasoning, garlic powder and onion powder. And then my mom has a wonderful garden, so I'm also adding some sea salt right there and some black pepper. Back to the garden, my mom has a really great garden and I add lots of fresh herbs to this. I'm adding some of the chicken broth now just to boil and soften those veggies, and then I'm adding rosemary and sage and thyme, and she has Italian oregano and a bay leaf. And then I let the veggies boil for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I take out all of the herbs so that they're not still in the soup, because if the kids see anything green, they won't eat it. So then after that, I'm adding 4 32-ounce containers of chicken broth. You'll want to make a big batch of this. You'll want to add that chicken broth and even some water, because once we add the noodles do soak up a lot of liquid, and I don't know about you, but I love a very, very liquidy soup just to slurp up all the broth. So I did 4 cups of water. And then the secret is some lemon juice. You can do fresh lemon or you can do that lemon concentrate that I used, and just add as you go, taste it. If it's not lemony enough, add more. It's the best part. And then I'm adding all of that chicken to the pot, and we're going to cook the chicken with the noodles. And really, for the noodles, these are medium egg noodles. They're the best noodles. You'll want to definitely use these. Only use half of the bag. You don't want to use the whole bag because you'll have absolutely no liquid left. Trust me, I've done it before. So half of the bag of the noodles, and you only want to cook it for 12 minutes because they cook really fast. So I added that, and it's on low heat. You really don't need it to get to a high boil. You just want it on like a light simmer, and then we're going to cook that down for 12 minutes. And then, like I said, this is really good the next day, but of course we couldn't help ourselves and we ended up having some soup, which you'll see at the very end. I'm making pumpkin spice raisin oats for breakfast. This is 1/4 cup that I'm using right now. I'm going to add 2 of them, so a half a cup to each overnight oat mason jar. The half a cup like measuring cup wouldn't fit, so I had to use 1/4 cup, and I still spilled oats everywhere. For overnight oats, you can have these cold or you can heat them up in the microwave in the morning and have them warm. I did cold and warm, and I think that it tastes better warm. So I also am going to be adding some protein to this so that I'm full in the morning. I'm using my favorite protein powder. This is such good protein. It's clean ingredients. It's pretty low in calories and very high, 20 grams of protein per scoop. And it just really tastes like vanilla. Like, it actually has such a strong vanilla note flavor. I do have a discount code for you guys. I'll leave down below if you want to get a discount off of Motive 8. They're amazing, absolutely amazing. And then I'm using some milk here. I do a half a cup in each jar, and then I'm gonna add water. That lessens the points a little bit than using one whole cup, because you definitely need a cup of liquid for this. So half a cup milk and then half a cup of water. And then we're going to go in with some raisins, and this makes it so delicious and kind of like a raisin cookie. And then we're gonna top it with the pumpkin spice powder. Hopefully you have this. If not, you can just do cinnamon and maybe add like a splash of vanilla extract. I don't really know what you could use to get it spicy, but cinnamon is pretty spicy, I guess, so cinnamon probably would do. And then you just shake them up, mix them up, and then they're good to go for the next day. While I made the overnight oats, my soup was cooking, and now it's done and looks delicious. And then for lunch, I like to keep it really simple and do like a tuna or chicken salad, and then I put that over a bed of lettuce, or I'll make it into like a carb counter wrap. I don't know, like all out, I guess, with my tuna salad. It's a very unique tuna salad. I add banana peppers for a little kick, a little spice, I guess, a little saltiness, obviously white onion, and then to make it a little sweet, I like to add apple and raisin. I'm really into raisins right now. I just think they're so good. So this tuna salad actually is delicious, and then of course I season it with salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and it's delicious. And then put it in the fridge in a container overnight, and you're good to go. And you can add anything to this. You don't have to do this exact style, but this one is really good. And I think this was gone, because now I'm living with a lot of people now. I think this was gone in like 2 days. It was really good, and everyone really enjoyed it. And again, it's low in points, which is great because you can have a lot of it for lunch, and it will keep you nice and full. I also am adding some light, I think this is reduced fat light mayo, and then a little pinch of Dijon mustard, and we're also going to add some lemon juice. And lemon juice also will help the apples from turning brown. Just a little hack. So add a splash of lemon. And then I wanted to try this margarita Kinder's seasoning that my brother-in-law got. So I pop a little bit of that margarita seasoning in it, and I think that really did do something to this because it was just very good. And I think that you can find that at Sam's or Costco, maybe both, but it was really good. I, of course, will have all of the instructions and recipe and ingredients, everything down below in the description box for you guys to follow if that's easier for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this meal prep and it gave you some ideas, and I really hope you try out some of these recipes. If you're feeling stuck, this is just a great meal prep to start with. I will see you guys in my next video. If you could comment below, let me know what you guys are gonna make, and like this video and subscribe if you're new. I'd love to have you. Bye guys.